good. So today I'm going to be sharing something very interesting to you guys, right? I'm going to be as I'll keep dropping videos on candlestick strategies, price action and all that. People keep asking me, can I first create a video about scalping, picking small candles and all that? So today I'm going to be doing that, but we are going to be doing these things considering price action, right? And we are going to just be using just one indicator, right, for this particular strategy. And the indicator, you're already seeing it on my screen, which is going to be fractal, right? So that's the only indicator we are going to be using just to identify a better level which we're supposed to be the places where we're supposed to take our trade, right? So this is very simple, guys. So all you need first is just to know a little bit of price action, a little bit, because we are going to be applying price action on a lower time frame, like 5 minutes time frame, because we are scalping, we are not wasting time. All right. So what you need to do first is just understand the price movement, which is if the price is going to be trending up. Okay, if the price is going to be trending up, so you just simply need to know the movement, which is higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. What it simply means is that this high number 1 is lower than the high number 2, 2 is lower than high number 3. So you see the progression as the price is pushing up. So the same thing as low, all of them are just progressing to the upside. Okay, so you can easily connect, okay, this low, you can connect this low, connect this low, connect this low, and this also this. Okay, that means you can get a straight line to connect this, get a straight line to connect this. So this gives us what is called the ascending channel, right? Ascending channel. So we are now expecting that if the price is at this point, okay, which is our third this particular place, we are now expecting that if this is a crash, for example, we are expected to be buying here. Okay, we're expected to be buying here at this point. Okay, and I'm going to be sharing with you the entry signal, but this is just the concept, right? We're expected to be buying here, and this is going to be happening on a lower time frame. So I will share with you the time frame and entry, the signal, everything, right? So quickly, let's just see if we can identify this. So what I use here is fractal, and this fractal is going to be doing two things here. Okay, it's going to be helping you to draw your trend line, because a lot of people might not be able to do it without something like this. So what I'm doing in this channel is just to bring out something that will make your work more easier for you. Okay, so if I say you should draw a trend line without adding this fractal, you might not know where to place your line, you might not know exact place to connect your trend line. But if with this fractal, all you need to do is to draw a line, a diagonal line, and make sure that at least it's touching two fractals. Okay, sorry about this. Okay, make sure it's touching two or more fractals. So what I need to do now is just to pick a trend line, make sure I'm connecting maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, anyone. As long as it's touching two or more fractals, that means you are good to go, right? So I'll just pick a trend line, for instance. Okay, and connect from here. I can connect from here to here. Before this price action played out, this particular swing right here, we have the trend line this way. Okay, so if you look from here, we are connecting this, and this. Okay, so that's simple. Okay, you do it at the upper side too, making sure you are connecting also two or more fractals. You can see we have also the fractal 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is exactly how to do this, right? That's why I have this fractal. This fractal is going to help you draw your trend line and also help you to make entry. Okay, so let me quickly share with you a clear example of how to take this trade. It's very simple, guys. Now very, if you are not be paying attention, I think this is time you have to like pay close attention to what I'm going to be doing. So you don't just go to your chart and you look for movement like this and you just draw line, enter your trade, and you want to make maximize your profit with this, just drawing this. You need to understand also the concept, you need to understand the flowing, that is the trend. All right, it will help you take advantage of the trade. Okay, now if you look from here, okay, we do this on 5 minutes time frame, right? So if you look from here, you can easily see, okay, the price is actually pushing to the upside, right? So that you just pick a line, connect. Okay, let me zoom, connect this. Okay, and also connect this one. Okay, so now you have connected this. Are you just going to be trading blindly? If the price push up to this level, you just enter a sell here? No, there is something you need to know. That's the only thing we are going to be doing on a higher time frame, guys. Okay, so on a higher time frame, you want to know where is the price going to. We want to always trade with the trend. If the trend is down, we should avoid scalping on crash. But if the trend is up, then that's the point you are going to be scalping, or applying this strategy. I hope you are paying close attention. Okay, the setup. Okay, now I will share with you a few things about my trading robots, right? I've dropped something about these trading robots, and I told you guys I'm not going to be giving it out to a lot of people, and people keep coming to my DM asking for the access to the robot. Now what I did is to create another robot that tricks crash 1000 and crash 300. So now we have another robot added, okay, which is doing the same thing, the same performance. Even the crash is like performing more, but the one I've been using for a very long time is the boom. So yeah, but the crash, with the little time I've used it live, I think is even outperforming the boom. But that's another story. Okay, so now because of this, I've decided to, if you watch the previous video I posted, okay, I told people to like DM me or click a link to access the robot. But the truth is that I did not drop the link because I never wanted a lot of people to get to the robot. And people are complaining I'm not responding. It's not my fault. Like, a lot of messages that I have to respond to. So if I've not responded to you, that doesn't mean I'm not responding. I'm still going to respond to you. So people in my DM, I will also give them access to this robot. Okay, but this the second robot, which is both boom 1000 and that is boom crash 1000 and crash 300. Okay, both of them will be launched on July 1st, and also I'm going to also add the boom too. July 1st is the date this robot will be launched, so I'll be dropping a video on that day. So you don't need to come to my DM. Okay, those on my DM already, I will focus on them for now for the previous video. Okay, so you don't need to come to my DM, just save the date. 1st of June or July, sorry, that is next month. 1st of July, just come back to this channel. Probably I'm going to drop a video about that also. So okay, that's when the robot will be officially launched, and it's not going to be there for a very long time. I promise you that it's not going to be there. Once I see the number of persons who have access to this robot, I will definitely close access to anybody getting the robot anymore, right? So now back to the setup. If you look at this particular channel, this is a good one. Okay, this is a good one, and if the price should push up to this level, okay, you're expected to be selling at this level. But that's not what we are going to be doing. There are something we need to know before we start selling here, because if you are selling here, you are selling blindly on a lower time frame. So for the fact you are scalping never mean you should close your eyes on higher time frames, to at least for trend. Okay, so are we going to be doing selling here? Now let's confirm if we are going to be selling there if the price hit that zone. So if I go to 1 hour time frame, okay, can you see on 1 hour time frame what the price is doing? So on 1 hour time frame, you can simply see that the price is dropping to the downside. This is it, guys. You have to avoid we are scalping, right? Okay, we are scalping. So I actually made a mistake on the entry. Okay, when I was talking about, are we entering here at this zone? So we are not supposed to enter this trade at this zone. We are supposed to be looking for entry here or down anywhere around here to buy, right? But are we buying if the price drop here? That's the question. And now I'm trying to answer it on a higher time frame. Can you see the higher time frame? The price is clearly showing us a kind of short trend to the downside. Can you see that channel? Very nice one on a higher time frame. So the higher time frame is contradicting the lower time frame, which is 5 minutes. Okay, so you can't just buy here because you have watched the video and KSFS says want the price, draw your channel, allow the price to come there, and then you start looking for entry on 1 minute time frame. No, you have to also check, is the trend also giving you the same vibe as the price you are seeing on the lower time? You can see that this price is clearly dropping. So if the price let's go down to 5 minutes time frame. If the price drop to this level and you are buying, you are risking, you are taking a very big risk, because the spikes are going to be coming. Spikes are going to be coming. So you don't need to do this, guys. That's one thing you need to check. So before you start drawing your channel, okay, before you start drawing your channel, make sure that you check out the one hour time frame or 30 minutes time frame to make sure that the price is moving with your channel. Okay, the price is moving with your channel. So what do I mean now? Let's say, let me look for maybe a good, let's say example, whether we are going to see a good example. Okay, so let me go back and let's look for, let's see, boom, 1000. Let's see, boom, 1000, guys. Okay, so this is boom 1000. So if you look from here, this is 5 minutes time frame on boom 1000. Let's say you decide to connect, say you connected these highs, for instance, you connected these highs. Okay, so now if you did this on boom 1000, so what you need to check now is, okay, depending, you know, this is 5 minutes time frame, you can still have something like this as your trend line. You just depend what I've already explained what you need. You just need 2 or more fractals to connect. 2 or more fractals. You connect 3, 4, or 5. If you see, we also have the line connecting this. These are about 4 fractals at this point. There is 3 fractals at this point before this swing. 1, 2, 3 before this last swing. Okay, so let's see if we can actually take this trade, assuming we saw that on time, by what? Checking 1 hour time frame to know the trend, or 30 minutes time frame to know the trend. So you can see on 30 minutes time frame the trend is down. On 1 hour time frame also, the trend is also pushing to the downside. So we now have confluence between our higher time frame, which is 1 hour time frame or 30 minutes time frame, and our lower time frame, which is 5 minutes time frame. So this is the point we are going to now start looking for entry. So on 5 minutes time frame, you can easily see that, okay, the channel, everything is also working with the trend. You can now go to 1 minute time frame. And how do you enter on 1 minute time frame? You want to see a spike first. Okay, so this spike that's pushed up, which is 2 spikes. Okay, after pushing up, make sure you don't just enter once you see the spike at that zone. Once the spike hits your zone or close to your zone, just wait for this fractal to drop. Okay, allow this fractal to drop. Now, when does this fractal appear? The fractal appears when the candlestick, after this spike, the candlestick will print, that is this red candle will print. Okay, you will have 1, 2, 3. The third one is when the fractal will appear, if it will appear. So at this point, that's the point you are going to be making your entry. You are going to be selling here. Okay, then by then you have your fractal maybe up to this point. That's where it will appear. Okay, when this thing prints maybe 3 candles before the fractal will drop, then you make your entry, and your stop loss should be above this fractal. I don't know whether you get this. Don't just enter because the price is here. Allow the at least 3 candles to drop so that the fractal will appear. Once the fractal appears, then you make your entry. That's why you need 1 minute time frame for your entry. So you can see how easy this thing is. So first off, you go to 1 hour time frame to confirm the trend. Okay, trend equals to 1h. Okay, then drawing your channel. Okay, drawing your channel, which is our setup is equals to 5 minutes. Then entry is equals to 1 minute. So these are the time frame you need. Okay, these are the time frame you need and how to trade this. It's very simple. Identify trend on 1 hour, come to 5 minutes and put your setup by drawing that trend line, making sure it connects to or more fractals. Then come down to 1 minute and make sure that you are making entry at the if the price is dropping. Make sure that you are making entry at the trend line, whether the price is dropping or the price is buying. If you're on crash, that means you are going to be buying, right? You are going to be buying at the lower trend line. If you are on boom, you are going to be selling because we are scalping, we are picking the small candlesticks. Okay, so the question might be, the next thing we are going to be discussing is, where do you set your stop loss and your TP? Your stop loss should be at the high. Okay, when you discover this fractal, your stop loss should be right here, sorry, above the fractal. Okay, above the fractal. Okay, then your TP should be at this trend line below here. Okay, so once you set your stop, your entry should be here, stop loss above here, TP should be around this or around this low. So it all depends on, you can decide to pick 5 candles, you can decide to pick 10 candles, you can decide to wait until the price hits this level. So if you are waiting for the price to hit this level, what you have to do is that if the price keep pushing down, make sure your stop loss is shifted now, maybe around here should be your stop loss. So by now you are secured that no matter what the price does, you have locked in some profits. Now this brings me to my bonus this thing I'm going to be sharing with you. So someone have been asking me, how do we set stop loss, how do we set stop loss on boom and crash? Now you can, the same way you set stop loss on other indices is the same way you set stop loss on boom and crash. I don't know whether you're expecting your stop loss never to get hit. You must hit stop loss in at one point or the other. Now what you need to also know is that if you are setting stop loss on boom, when you are selling, what it means is that if the spike is higher than your stop loss, let's say the spike is this way and your stop loss is here, what will happen is that the stop loss is going to push, the spike is going to push your stop loss to the end of the spike. So if you are supposed to be risking 2.5 at this zone, you might now come out to see that you have lost $3. Okay, that's the work of spike. That's why you are scalping. That's why you have to be very careful where you enter your trade. Okay, there is no way you just set stop loss here on this, maybe at this zone, and you just, if you are trading against spike, if you are not trading against spike, you are safe. Anywhere you set your stop loss, it will hold. But if you are not, if you are trading against spike, that means you will incur extra charges whenever your stop loss is hit, right? So for you to avoid such thing, only what you need to do is to make a better entry, have a good risk reward, so that even if you incur extra charges based on spike, you are going to recover with your consistency, making money here. Okay, that is consistency in terms of your profit taking. So that's that for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's going to be helpful and it will make you some money. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now, guys. Just know that on first, I will be, that's the date of my launching, okay, where I'm going to be launching the robot. I will drop the link and also drop a video before that day. Stick around, guys.